world where gravity doesn't always apply, Tanked is an arcade adventure-style video game where players control a machine of destruction and carnage capable of driving on walls. Hi, I'm Janessa O'Hearn. On this episode of The Blast Light, we feature an award-winning game created in just over 3 months by 5 talented and diverse Vancouver Film School students. Tanked is a fun and visually impressive game that challenges your perspective as you navigate through multiple environments using an array of weapons to destroy your enemies.
Tanked is a 3D action game where you get to control a tank that has the ability to drive on walls.
We put a lot of focus on fighting enemies, and the other side of the game is basically navigating this crazy 3D world.
Art-wise, we decided to create our own style. That's why we look for different kind of games, movies, shapes, colors from different games. So it was more like create our unique style.
Tanked evolved quite a bit. In the early stages of the game, we actually designed it around a world made of cubes. We eventually iterated on it, a number of times and came up with what we have now, which is just sort of like a adventure arcade style shooter.
During the early stages of development, their pitch for Tanked was not well received by industry professionals.
They couldn't see us going very far with the original design. They thought it had a lot of holes in it.
Everyone thought we weren't gonna be able to make it, like technically wise, like code wise, all the 3D art that you need, all the levels.
Once we iterated on the design, we came through. Yeah.
Really, they looked at their initial idea and saw what they could keep of that and what was going to be achievable, and were able to move forward with that. So I think the way that they tackled it was about being realistic and not just holding on to their initial vision.
Our team was pretty diverse. We had people from Canada, we had people from South America, and I don't know as much if it's the diversity that influenced our game, but definitely the different backgrounds we had coming into it. We all have previous experience, so I think that was a huge part in why our game was successful.
This team was instrumental for making Tanked. If we didn't have this team, I'm absolutely sure that we wouldn't have been able to pull it off. It was exactly our different backgrounds and our knowledge of different areas that allowed us to create such a game as Tanked.
Tanked was so well received that the game began to pop up on various sites around the world for people to download, an impressive response for a student project. At the 2011 Fall VFS Impact Awards, the Tanked team took home the More Than the Sum of Its Parts award.
Thanks very much, everyone. We would just like to thank our classmates from JD18, all the teachers from the game design program, our mentor Yoni, and Todd.
They're all really very passionate about creating the best product, and they've kind of let their egos go to the side. So they're able to listen to each other for feedback, able to listen to feedback from other people, and incorporate that into the project.
From the beginning, we wanted to create a project that could stand on its own to a certain degree. I mean, we wanted to create a complete package, like something that you could see on a shelf, granted, obviously on a smaller degree.
I think the most rewarding thing for me was when we finally got to put the controller in someone else's hands and just like seeing their reactions to the game.
Everyone was having fun playing the game. So every time we finish a level, every time we finish one section of the game, people was playing it and they were having fun.
What we heard from people the most is the fact that how good everything came together.
Well, that concludes this episode of The Blast Light. I'm going to go blow some stuff up. You can play too online. I'm Janessa O'Hearn. Thanks for watching.